That's so funny.
The hotel Volai. Sleep.
We'll work through this. It's nice to see you today. Are you here to book a room?
Let me in on your
Maybe
secret.
after you've rented a room for... Sorry. Let me know if I can help you while you're visiting Neon.
Home away from home.
You're so full of shit, lady.
Neon.
You're so full of shit, lady. I'm telling you. Alright, Volai Chi. Where's that? Phi? Beta? Oh, it's Kai, not Chi. Whoops. Volai Kai. So, of course.
Well, there go their shields. Whoops.
Damage sustained.
Bam! Down goes their grab drop.
Nowhere to run, pal. Grab drive out.
Hey, Dad? Will you read to me tonight before bed?
If we survive this space fight, honey, sure.
Yes, asked me to do that in a long time.
And will you do funny voices for the characters?
The
Like
Varroder
you
down.
used to when I was little?
Thanks for the
You
assist.
just try and stop me.
Acknowledge that got a little too exciting back there. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you?
Ship parts, please.
Done. Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
Water. God, I hate that the ships, like, explode so far away. And all the mineral deposits are just getting in the way. Yeah, it's not even worth looting in space. It's really not. Oh, we got water. And spaceship debris. That's actually interesting. Mining outpost or the deserted relay station. Let's land here.
Time to park this button.
It's like an ice planet. It's like a proper ice planet, too. Put the fucking suit back on. Wow, they parked us all the way over here. So I'm noticing a lot of, I don't know how to put it, quest sequencing and scripting problems with this game, where like certain dialogue options will pop up. Like earlier, talking to what's his name, the engineer, and you get the option to talk to him about, oh, you don't like R&D, when you ask him the question that has nothing to do with R&D. And I'm like, oh, that's bizarre. Like, it just feels out of place. It feels like they scripted the wrong dialogue to proc that. I don't know, there's just a lot of that in this, I've noticed. Yeah, that's a planet right there. Surveyed. Right, that's the whole planet. I don't have a lot of bullets for this. Where the hell are these guys? Oh, they're probably like directly underneath me.
Nothing there now.
Scan the area.
There to light me the fuck up. Oh, that hurts. Whatever they were hitting me with there, that hurts.
Victory! Take your best shot. Is that the best you can do? Gonna take more than that!
You're kidding me. He fucking locked himself in a room that I cannot physically get into. This asshole can still shoot me. And he's got a fucking Kodama.
Give up already.
Oh! She beat him! Just punch him through the door.
Bring it.
Alright, I'm gonna pick the lock. I'm gonna regret this, I just know it.
How quickly can you get that done?
That's what I'm worried about. He's super fucking accurate with that thing. Got another one of them ecliptic communiques. Really blew this place up. Adhesive. Ooh, give me that. I'll always take more adhesive. Pacifier out in the wild. Nice. You almost never see those. I'm still waiting to find a legendary pacifier so I can actually use it. Eh. Nothing too good in there. Unfortunately. There's one more guy left, I guess. Not sure where this last guy is. Oh, it's just a rapid combat knife. That's funny. It swings faster. That's actually novel enough that I'm willing to take it. Well, he had an advanced regulator. That's pretty good.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
Indeed. Yeah, I think this place is clear outside of that one guy that I can't find. I'm not really too worried about it, though. Oh, credits. Research lab. Yeah, it's not really looking like there's much else here. I will say the bloodstains in this game are weak as hell. God, could the doors be any slower? Gotta love that accuracy. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Did that count? No, it still says optional. Complete a bounty mission. I don't even know what to say. Well, I guess I can have up to 4 active crew members. Destroy or board 5 ships with a crew of 2 or more. God damn it. It's always gonna be destroying ships, isn't it? How far have I got? 8 out of 15. Okay, I guess... Oh, no, okay, they did count. I was gonna say, I could swear I was at 10, but no, I was at 5. So annoying, so annoying. I don't know why it's not tracking. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I do not know why it's not tracking. Like, bounty mission. Trackers Alliance contract, literally. Trackers Alliance, Trackers Alliance. Those are bounties. That's a bounty mission. And this still says, complete a bounty mission. I don't understand. I'm just gonna say, fuck it, it's bugged, because I've done 2 bounty missions now. I'm not gonna waste my time doing another one. Let's just carry on. Speak with Jules. Clearly the game does not want to work. Oh, that's dark. Yeah, this is a heavy ship. Very slow. Fucking mind-numbing. Like, genuinely mind-numbing, that.
Pressure, good. Yeah, we're docked.
Will we be taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
Good day, Captain.
Boy, I was muted. We got a ship to build.
New class of ship here.
I'd like to believe that you can help my team work well with each other again, but we're all super glad you're here. Right, everyone? Well, we are.
I've done the market research for you. I'm ready for the next step.
A more focused design seems the proper approach.
Ah, so you just did the one-passenger mission. Well, seems like you handled it pretty well. Anyway, the data you collected will help us focus our ship design and cater towards certain pilots.
Fuck off.
Now, we just need to solve our interpersonal issues so
Oh,
we can
you did the
agree
one
on
mission? I did
design.
2
Easy,
bounties,
right?
you fucking cunt. Fuck you. I can't believe... That shit has me livid. I did 2 fucking bounty missions, and not a single one of them tracked. And when they said, oh, I guess we're going for more focus, like, fuck you. I'm gonna build what I want. I don't even care. Why does it seem like you're asking me to do some sort of Herculean task?
Because I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't. And as long as I'm being honest, it's kind of my fault. I had this idea that we should all collaborate on the design because I thought it'd give us the best results. And I'm not willing to give up on that idea. But it's made this challenging because it made everyone equally invested and no one wants to give up anything.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to get everyone working together.
You seem awfully confident for someone who doesn't know how long we've been dealing with this. I've tried everything I can think of besides some sort of hokey team building exercise. So, what do you think you can do differently?
A hokey team building exercise. What have you tried so far?
Okay, for real. It's mostly been just a bunch of arguing. First, we tried a group brainstorming session, and that went about as well as you can imagine. We tried individual designs, but that backfired. We've had meetings focused on individual aspects of the ship, and that just prolonged the process. I could have put my foot down and made a decision, but then I'd be giving up on my idea that collaboration will build us the best ship. That, and I don't want anyone to resign because of me.
Maybe group meditation. Let's say, take them out to lunch. That's what we do. And it works great. The only fair thing to do is to make everyone give up one compromise.
I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's fair.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't think of this fucking compromise 101.
That way no one feels like they're the only one being asked to compromise. This should drive us towards a more focused design. And since Walter asked you to take the lead on this, I don't have to be the villain here. So you're sure about this?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Great! Let's get ready to disappoint everyone equally. I thought it was obvious. Until now, that's how it's gone, but no one's relenting. Wait, you didn't mean actual physical fighting, right? Nah. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, everyone. Our friend here, remember, not me, has decided in order to move forward, we're going to go around the table and everyone is going to give up one major aspect of your design. It's the fairest way to do this, and ultimately, I think it's going to make our collective design choices a lot easier. Who wants to start? Okay, fine. I'll go first. I'm willing to cut some of the included hardpoints. It'll mean less firepower, but the consumer can still add them afterwards, I suppose.
You're looking at me, huh? I guess that means you want me to go. Oh, look, I'll be easy. You know I wasn't looking for anything fancy, but if I've got to make cuts, we can reduce some of the cargo base.
I guess we can cut some of the extra sensors and data collection equipment. As long as this thing can still make it to deep space and back with no problem, I'll be happy.
I'd be willing to give up some of the passenger space, maybe. Yeah, that should be okay.
Frank?
What? I already agreed to cut a significant portion of the luxury features. Remember? I shouldn't need to cut anything else.
Well then, that wasn't so bad. I feel much more confident we can actually build this thing. This is going great. Just fantastic.
Alright, now that we've unblocked ourselves, tell me about the ship we're making.
Based on the decisions you made, it looks like we're going to end up with a very reasonable ship design. I have no worries about the feasibility of manufacturing and selling it.
You think your team will run into any issues again?
I hope not, but it's possible. If the ship sells well enough, the board will have no problem increasing the budget next time. The data you gathered for us will last a while too. And I think I picked up some useful techniques from you to help us work together better.
Can you go into more detail about what we're making?
It's going to be a smaller, sleeker, mid-range ship. I think it'll be best suited for an average consumer. Not too expensive, the ability to add a few options here and there, moderately defensible. It'll be decent for several use cases, but won't really excel at anything in particular.
Perfect. Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Now that we've addressed all our issues, we can move forward, finalize the design, and get this into production pretty quickly. If you could do us a favor and let Walter know that we're back on track, I'm sure he'll be thrilled. Thanks for your help.
Oh, you'll speak with Walter. Alright, yeah, I can do that. Walter.
Havershaw can help you.
What are you doing, Walter?
Are you ready to do some business?
I guess, yeah, we can just fast travel straight there.
It sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colony's collective nose.
It's never a good thing to say. Walter. I managed to get your new ship project back on track.
Good to hear. I figured as much. See, I just finished looking over the final design they sent over before you arrived. I've got to say I'm impressed with it. It's a bit safe, but also an elegant evolution of our past designs. I think it's going to be a great addition to our fleet. I'll be happy to make it my new personal ship. Additionally, I want you to have one of the first off the assembly line for all of your hard work. Feel free to pick it up at the Star Yard. Thanks again.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it? I know everyone's excited by the artifact. Stay safe, okay?
Take note. Everyone here is worth learning from. Yes, even the kid. Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Oh, collect my ship, huh? Collect your new ship. There it is. Damn, dude, not gonna lie. That's pretty snazzy. Outside of that bottom piece, I wish that was filled in. This is a pretty nice looking ship. Oh, it's a B class. I can't even fly this. Oh, dude, that sucks. I can't even fly the ship I helped make. Well, that's unfortunate. That's pretty nice looking, though. It looks better than the rest of the trash that they put out, where it's all just a flat fucking box. This one's pretty cool. I like it. Just so bizarre looking in a couple of places. Still, it's interesting. It's interesting. Alright. So I don't think I can actually collect my new ship until I level up. A little unfortunate, but you know. These things happen. So I guess... Well... Yeah, fuck it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with this. Because I'm kind of curious to see how that'll all play out. Oh shit, you know what though? Let me dump all of my shit at the lodge real quick. I guess that kind of just adds to the reason I can't stand this game and its selection of weapons, or however it handles that. It's just how useless they feel to a certain point. I kind of hate that. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But let's go to Hope Town, which is in Narian. Let's go to Hope Town and let's do that side quest, or the main quest. It's not Narian, it's Valo. That's right. I keep forgetting. Polvo. It's on a different planet entirely. It's been a hot minute since I've been to Hope Town. Kind of curious what Andreja has to say about it. Oh, this place is so boring. These people are so poor.
Smug, I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time. Yes?
Oh, really?
You need me? I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
I love a good mystery. There isn't much else going on this week. Jeez. The artifact means something. It's important that we find out what.
It does seem to be a unique situation with serious consequences. That is what keeps me here as well. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being.
And why is Constellation meaningful to you?
This group of people, who by rights would never associate with one another, has come together for a common cause. That is impressive on its own, before considering the magnitude of the work they have undertaken. The possibilities it holds.
Well, hopefully you leave a little time for fun, too.
Fun is not a consideration. I am not saying I am incapable of it, it just should never be a priority over other things. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it.
Yeah. How are things different for them?
There is no struggle to survive here. No great risk in daily life. I'm sure you have seen for yourself that is not the case for much of the settled systems. Hostile environments, dangerous creatures, not to mention the threats posed by other humans. None of that touches these people.
Well, your experiences must have been very different then.
Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea.
Well, you've obviously been through a lot.
I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space.
And why did your family insist on independence?
They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them.
Well, it's not a life I'd choose for myself.
Choice had nothing to do with it, not for me. But looking back, I understand their concern. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Ron hopes the best thing that's happened to us.
I wonder if there's a way for me to get my hands on a Hopetown security uniform. Doesn't really look like it.
You're still commuting, right?
Yeah, I'm on the list for the next spot.
At least not without stealing it.
Kicked out. You Team C people have been kicking off.
A fair amount of business runs through Hopetown, and from what I understand, most of it is legal.
Keep an eye on your values.
Yeah, well. We'll see about that. Retrieve the security keycard.
I have never liked Hopetech ships, though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
Yeah, they make that very apparent. I have no idea if I'm supposed to be in here or not, so let's just keep strolling until someone tells us we're not supposed to be in here.
No loitering. Now move it.
God damn it.
Something I can do for you?
I have a huge favor to ask of you. I need to borrow your security key card.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not big on doing favors for people I don't know.
My job is on the line here. I really need this favor.
I can understand your cause for concern, but I don't see what that has to do with my security keycard.
Let's talk this over. I'm sure we can come to some sort of understanding.
I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card.
What if I make it worth your while? Maybe a few credits appear in the right bank accounts?
I think we can work something out. All right, take it. But you better be quick.
And now we just go back to Ryujin. Now we just straight up go back to Ryujin. Dude, it's so boring. Why is it so boring? Why is the Ryujin questline so boring? Literally everything with the Ryujin, it's the honest conference video. It's Todd Howard saying you go to a star station, you talk to a lady, she asks you to get a beverage. 12 loading screens later, you got a beverage, right? Like that's what this is.
I tried Aurora once. I did not enjoy the experience.
I don't get it. Why are all the quests so they're so simple. They're so simple and boring. I just wish something would happen. That's why I was kind of shocked with the strikers. I was like, oh, something's happening. We're fighting people for once. It was kind of odd, because I'm not used to killing people without ramifications in this. And with this, it's just corporate espionage in the sense of, like, you walk into someone's office, fuck with their shit, and leave. It's so boring.
There. Got that key card for me?
Like, it's easy. Here's the key card. Would I be here if I didn't?
Well, you work here, don't you? So, yeah, you probably would.
Here you go.
Now we're talking. Not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better.
Oh. I'm ready for anything.
Good. It's time for a change of pace. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon.
I suspect a great many things could occur in the Astral Lounge without anyone taking notice.
When it comes to, well, what's the significance of the Astral Lounge?
If you haven't already heard the name Benjamin Bayou, you'd better get familiar. The man runs Neon and has ties to anything significant here, including Ryujin. The trade tower is his baby, and the Astral Lounge is the heart and soul. You do anything to scar that and make a scene, I guarantee it'll come back to haunt us.
So, I'll be in Benjamin Bayou's territory.
Exactly. And since you seem to be familiar with him, you probably know how much we don't like to upset him.
When it comes to influencing people, I'm the best you've got.
I figured you could put those negotiation skills you mentioned to good use. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Infinity and Quantum? And what are these companies? What do they do?
Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can.
Consider it done.
That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their Financial Manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points.
Reading? I'll be fine. Can you give me a breakdown on Zola's and Arthur's dossiers?
I suppose I can give you a brief rundown. We'll start with Zola. Zola is a born and bred executive. It runs in the family, so she's highly accustomed to an upper-class lifestyle. She's a narcissist who's also obsessed with public perception, both of her and quantum synergies. She wants to be associated with the latest and greatest, so she's drawn to innovation and quality.
Well, she's so into blah 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 blah, having a fucking stroke. If she's so into innovation and quality, she should be working here.
She's considered it, but she's next in line to be CEO over at Quantum. If she came here, she'd have to deal with stiff competition. As for her talking points, the key things to remember are, Infinity is the cheap version of Ryujin. They're a follower, not a leader, and they lack any sense of clear vision.
Oh? Why do they lack clear vision?
Infinity has struggled with leadership and turnover for a long time now. Lucas Drexler is probably the 5th CEO they've had in the past few years. Plus, it's hard to keep good employees when much better corporations who will pay more are out there.
5 CEOs in 3 years is crazy. If Infinity is a follower, do they have any original products of their own?
They've launched several, but none survive long. Nothing that would be as big as neuroamps or grav drives. That's why they've taken to just following whatever trends companies like Ryujin set. If they can't make money off ingenuity, they can certainly sell someone a cheaper version of a more expensive product they may want.
And how is Infinity the cheap version of Ryujin?
Infinity Ltd's strategy to make money is to cut cost on quality. You can compare any one of our products to theirs and see it almost instantly. Low-grade synthetics, flimsy thin materials, high energy usage, they issue at least 1 or 2 recalls a year.
Alright, I think I got all that.
Just remember, you can refer to the dossier at any time as a refresher. Now, on to Arthur Cruz. Arthur is a self-made man, and he prides himself on that. He's a full package, having both an extremely good knack for numbers and knowing how to talk to people. As Quantum Synergy's financial manager, he's all about driving profit with as little risk as possible. He makes decisions based on facts and heavily researched trends.
Well, I'd love to get some of his thoughts on what constitutes acceptable risk.
It sounds like the two of you could really hit it off. Arthur's a great talker, but even the best can lose an audience when finance is the topic. Talking points for Arthur are aimed at steering him toward Ryujin over Infinity Ltd. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher than Infinity's, even with a superior quality product. Infinity's profits are fabricated. They're one audit away from ruin. We have a history of being financially secure that's never wavered, and we have the legal and marketing teams to handle anything that might threaten that.
Why are Arthur's talking points trying to steer him towards Ryujin?
Quantum Synergies is the top name in ship OS. Their reputation has allowed them to keep the best engineers on their payroll. We can't deny that working with them would be beneficial for us, and Arthur is our best bet in making that happen. Besides, an open collaboration gives us easier access to information we'd otherwise have to find a more clever means of discovering.
How do we know so much about Infinity's profits versus our own?
We keep an extremely close eye on our competition. Thanks to operatives like you, that information is almost always at our disposal.
Alright, I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sounds like you're ready then. I'd still highly recommend reading the dossiers, though. Sometimes bullet-pointed statements can stick out in minds easier than conversation.
I'll memorize every line.
Just as long as you don't sound like you're reading out of a book. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting.
Huh. How do I get access to swap Nina's presentation?
If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits, if you know what I mean.
How'd you manage to get this presentation in the first place?
We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity LTD slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity LTD slate is a bit of a gamble, but one we're willing to take.
Sounds like that meeting's gonna be chaos.
Whenever executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up, any faith they may have had will falter. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it?
Why do I need to dress appropriately?
Business executives aren't going to take advice from just anyone. Show up looking like an Ebbside street rat or mercenary for hire, and you're lucky if they'll even acknowledge you.
What if I'm not really into suits?
If you think you can do better, you're welcome to it. I suppose I can even provide you with a small allowance. Just keep in mind, business attire is preferred. Club attire would be second to help blend in.
Got it. I'm ready.
I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Imagine a newcomer on a tight ship around here.
Alright. First things first, what suit did they give me? Does it look worse than what I'm wearing? Oh, I hate it. That is awful. No, I'm not wearing that. Let's stick to this. This does have a higher persuasion chance, which is dumb. Because this is just a nicer suit. I'm gonna stick with this. I think it should be fine, as long as I'm wearing a suit. And then they gave us some slates, right? God, I have so many books. Where are these dossiers they gave me? Would it be D? Would it say dossier? Yeah, there we go. Self-made man. Charismatic and friendly, enjoys talking, stickler to facts. Driven by credits. Infinity points or profits are fabricated. Ryujin's profits are higher. Industry provides financial security. Narcissist, appreciation for professionalism in manner and appearances. Drawn towards innovation, enjoys being part of something new. Quality is key, strong dislike to be associated with anything else. LTD is cheap, LTD is a follower, LTD lacks clear vision. Praise quantum synergy if the opportunity is presented. Okay. Might as well knock this one out of the park because that last one was also just a fucking waste of time shit show. What the hell happened there? Put the gun away, Jesus. We're not trying to scare everyone. Do a full sprint from one end of the tower to the other. Oh, come on, get out of my way.
Welcome to Calvin. Start collecting.
Back in the Astral Lounge. Probably my least favorite place in the game. So surely this meeting is taking place in, like, the executive suites, right? No, they're just kind of hanging around? No? One of them is.
Hello. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
You don't know me, but I know you.
Ominous, yet intriguing. You obviously have an agenda, so let's hear it.
A deal with Infinity Ltd, huh? That sounds risky.
Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me.
Ha ha ha. Infinity Ltd is the cheap version of Ryujin Industries.
Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity, but your comment gives me pause.
Infinity lacks clear vision, with constant reorganization.
Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, "Never judge a book by its cover," is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
What, was I not dressed well enough? Am I not dapper enough in this suit? It's literally called business exec suit. Oh fuck, game. Well, that was a success, at least. Maybe it even gave her something to introspect on. Hello, sir?
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business.
You look like quite the businessman yourself.
As do you. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you?
Ah, no, and I'd hate for anyone to think so.
Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why.
Infinity's profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them.
That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances.
I mean, to compare, Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher. Quality included.
Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
What's left to do? Switch Nina Hart's presentation. Right. Where is that?
Shame we cannot just break it open.
Relax. Jeez. It's a good thing cameras don't exist anymore, huh?
Ranger?
Like, they just don't exist. That would be kind of an interesting thing to have to play around as security cameras. But I guess that'd be a little bit too much. Because then you'd really have to worry about sight lines and shit like that. The stealth in this game is already really bad as it is. So was that actually the whole mission? Because they chalked that up like it was going to be something a bit more interesting, and that was really
You're in the
nothing.
Vanguard, right?
Like, man, Ryujin is so fucking lame. I thought the Thieves Guild in Skyrim was fucking lame. This is sad. It does feel like I'm just doing jobs. This is what the first couple of missions for the Vanguard should have felt like, but that's what I mean, the first couple of missions. We're like 4 missions deep now, and nothing's happened. I haven't run into any significant trouble. I'm just breezing through it like it's nothing.
Just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Piece of cake.
You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon...
Oh shit, my controller died. I keep forgetting that, and I'm not used to my gamer picture popping up on screen like that. I've been greeted with a nice image of Shrek smoking a fat cigar. Kind of scared the shit out of me, if I'm to be honest.
Was more than happy to give.
It is good that our restraint is appreciated.
Are bonuses common?
Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment.
Who's Lyndon?
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers.
A good point.
Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not.
Right. Well, thank you for the bonus.
It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
Alright, let's hear what's next on the agenda.
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love.
And what did this competitor do to upset Ryujin?
Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions.
Is this like the Kelt Corp assignment?
Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto Kelt Corp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. Kelt Corp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye.
I'm ready for the details.
Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
What's this ARC device?
ARC stands for Assault, Reprogram, Corrupt. We think of it as a multi-tool of sorts. The ARC locates hard wiring and manipulates the information current being sent back and forth. Depending on the situation, it's designed to do all sorts of things, but inevitably, they all result in malfunction.
Is this some sort of sabotage?
You can call it what you like, but most importantly, it's your next assignment.
I'll get the job done. Well, actually, wait a minute. Gross negligence. That sounds like people could get hurt.
You're not wrong. Believe me, we don't take these assignments lightly. They're also one of few that Masako herself needs to sign off on, and only our most trusted operatives receive them. You just need to plant the arc and avoid detection. Our technicians will handle the rest, and they're instructed to avoid as much harm as possible.
What the hell? Back to Hope Tech, huh?
I better do this right. Don't want Yuko breathing down my neck about it.
Well, I think that's enough Ryujin crap for today, if I'm to be entirely honest. Because we've done so much of it so far.
Very good.
Very good. That's enough Ryujin crap. Because, like, what? We have done quite literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 5 Ryujin missions, whereas we've done 3 of everything else. So I think it's time that we continue with the Freestar Ranger stuff. But I think we're gonna get to that next time. But I'm gonna put on my gear and crap ahead of time so that the next time I log on, I remember what I was doing. We're gonna put on our revolver as well. This crazy ass thing. It's so cool. Yeah, we'll get to that next time. So, until then, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.